go into the auto parts store, put on a big happy smile, go up, ask the guy how his day's doing, and then you just basically, I'm in some deep shit, and you're my ticket out of it. What do you guys got in terms of... Something that people always ask, and that definitely needs to be touched on, is rally breakdowns. Do they happen? Absolutely. You can't have that many old cars in one place and not have some sort of issue, whether it be something as minor as an electrical connection coming loose, something major as maybe a wheel bearing failure. Something is going to happen on every rally. That's just how it is. And the way to deal with it, and most importantly, the most successful way to deal with it, all depends on you and your attitude. Your attitude is going to do the most for you, followed by your resourcefulness and the people around you. Looking back over the years, I've had, I don't know how many breakdowns. As a matter of fact, I had one on the way here to film today.
This is fine. This is totally fine.
You know, goes to tell you something. And again, what gets me through it is, do I have resources nearby and do I have friends? Because I already have I like to call it the NASA attitude. Growing up, I always looked up to mission control. I always looked up to the astronauts and the way that everything was handled. The movies exaggerate how much attitude and emotion goes into that. If you listen to the original transcript of like Apollo 13, it's just a very calm, matter-of-factly like, Houston, we've had a problem, we've had a main bus undervolt, and them calmly responding. There's no raising voices, there's no excitement, it's just dealing with the problem. And I try, sometimes successfully, sometimes not, to emulate that. And I think that is just the foundation of how to best deal with an issue. It's, okay, you've had a problem, something broke, can you handle it? Will you handle it? Or do you need to just bail out? Because that can happen too, and there's no shame in that. Knowing when to stop is equally as important as knowing when to try and fix something, as I've learned. For instance, on the second round headlamp rally, I was in the TR3. I had maybe 100 miles on it beforehand, and all sorts of stuff was going wrong. Like, you would hear the engine misfire, you'd see little bits of electrical not working, just minor things, and you think, okay, well, I'm looking around, the car feels okay, I'm driving still, do I need to pull over for this? What am I going to do? And that was the case where I just said, okay, you know, I'm leaking coolant. How much am I leaking that I can tell? Well, I can smell it, I can see a little bit, but we can make it to the exit. I don't need to shut down now. Then we got to the exit, and okay, we have a leaky hose. Obviously, you're not going to find a hose for a 1959 TR3. What's the next closest thing? Okay, this. What tool do we need to go get this to fit? And you just go into the auto parts store, put on a big happy smile, go up, ask the guy how his day's doing, and then you just basically tell him, well, I'm in some deep shit, and you're my ticket out of it. What do you guys got in terms of X? Done that with belts many a time before. On the reverse side of that, there was a time where I, by all rights, should have given up, and I did not. Driving in a convoy of Jeeps down to Branson, Missouri, I had a head gasket blow, and because of the people around me, namely Keith, we were able to put the Jeep on a trailer, get all of the parts we needed to fix it, overnight all of the parts that we did not have to fix it to our hotel, and within 24 hours of the breakdown, find a machine shop to deck our head, and the Jeep made it to the movie premiere that we were going to that night. Again, attitude, resources, people around you. It's easy to say, you know, your attitude is important, and oh, it's so easy not to just keep calm and not break down. Goodness knows, first time I ever broke down in a car, it wasn't pretty. There might have been crying involved. I was like 18, I can't remember, but the point is, it's okay to make mistakes and panic the first time. But once you've had enough, I guess you'd say fun is me, it just becomes easier just to say, okay, well, this broke. Do I have the means to fix it? And what am I going to do? And as long as nobody's hurt and you're in a safe spot, you just got to just kind of smile, shrug, and keep going about your day. That's what's important, you know. It's you drove an old car, you screwed around, you found out, and what are you going to do? That is what you need to carry over to the rally. Could you brake halfway through the rally, need to go just make friends with some random person that has a garage and go like charm your way into some out of the way O'Reilly Auto Parts into getting you what you need and just janky cobble it together in a parking lot so that you can keep going? That's a possibility. And that's kind of what Round Headlamp encourages, that mentality is, yeah, you might break. What do you do? Never go anywhere without friends. And the cool thing about a rally is you get lots of them. Even if you didn't know they were your friend, if you break down, somebody else on the rally is going to stop and ask if you need help. You might not have known that person before. You might have not even have shook their hand at the start, but if they see you have the rally sticker on your car, no matter what they're doing, they're going to pull over, they're going to stop, and they're going to ask if you're okay. And that's what's going to get you through it, is everybody around you.